jester may think he's the mastermind behind this jailbreak. But once I deactivate the prison's force field, I'll show him who truly has the superior intellect. Though I suppose I'll have to show you first, won't I? You will rue the day you thought yourselves fit to challenge Otto Octavius! You've always underestimated me! Never again! My master plan is foolproof! And fortunately, you are nothing but fools! This brand of fisticuffs is beneath a genius like me! Make way! I have returned! You heroes lash out with brute force against those who threaten you intellectually! You cannot block one as brilliant as I away in a cage! Dr. Octopus must be free to reign supreme! You meddlesome morons are always getting in my way!
No thing escapes the Panther.
You will know my wrath! You insignificant fools! Cannot be! I am your superior!
This is what I get for leaving a pawn like you to do the work of a king, Otto. As much as I'd love to stay and play, there's still so much more that must be done. Fortunately, time is on my side.
The Goblin can escape while the Wrath's force field is still up, but I'm starting to wonder if that lunatic has a different plan in his warped mind.
Oh man, how come I always have to fight him in high places? It never ends well.
Hulk's turn to smash!
Normally, I'd ask what took you so long. But today, I've got a little extra time on my hands. Too bad. Yours is about to run out. This stone was delivered to me by fate. You'll never take it away from me. I've got plenty of time to kill. This is more fun than I expected. How many heroes does it take to stop one goblin? More than you've got. You should know by now. I'm made from tougher stuff than that. Finally! The kind of power I've always dreamed of. Power worthy of Norman Osborn. I'm going to save Spider-Man for last.
Shield strength!
I'll make you pay for hurting me!
At least put up a fight.
You'll never defeat me! Never! The future is mine to... Never! Never!
I am Groot.
Huh. I think I finally broke him.
Worse, he's lost control of the Time Stone. There's no telling what sort of damage a madman such as he could do to the laws of nature.
Yeah, it may rip the time stream to shreds, but you gotta admit, it's pretty flarkin' hilarious.
That's not exactly the word I would choose.
Look!
This is how it all ends. I shall be waiting here for you.
This is how it all ends. This is how it all ends.
Or we could work together for once and make sure that it isn't. What do you say, Norman?
This is how it all ends.
Worth a try. This ought to hold you until the raft's guards can fit you for a new straitjacket.
Whoa, hey, not a good idea. I know what I'm doing. These things need to be put in a safe place.
Your pocket is not a safe place, Space Bro.
That's funny. Because this one has been doing just fine in there.
You telling me he had one of those stones all along, and he didn't bother using it?
It's far better that he didn't, when used by those unaccustomed with cosmic power. The Infinity Stones can yield disastrous results.
Like landing us on this miserable mudball of a planet.
Will we be thrown back in our shell now?
No. If the future is as grim as it looks, you're better off by our side than behind bars.
There are still 4 more stones out there. Each one just as powerful, but in totally different ways. If they can all do crazy stuff like that on their own, we really don't want to find out what all 6 can do together. We didn't mean to bring them here to Earth, but it happened. So now, it's up to us to track the rest down before Thanos can. I'd like to say this isn't your fight, but you know I'd be lying. We need you. All of you. Hell, probably about 20 more of you. But we'll take what we can get. And together, we'll make sure that there is no way in this galaxy or any other that a tyrant like Thanos will... Really? Come on, man. I only get to make speeches like that once. Twice a year, tops.
Sorry, gotta take this. It's my wife. Jess, baby, I can't really... yeah, well, there was this thing out on the raft, and, I know, but I'm sure Danny and Matt can handle. We'll be right there.
Okay, now, can we get back to it?
We better, because my girl just found your next stone.
Nice work. Yeah, apparently we're not the only ones who've gathered a team. Some of the most vicious warriors in the known universe. And if they serve Thanos, we find the stones before they do. And I can guarantee that we aren't the only ones who noticed their arrival. S.H.I.E.L.D. needs to coordinate with Alpha Flight, and they'll need the director on deck for that. Fought a lot of battles in my day, and only dreamed of having an alliance like this one backing me up.
Took you long enough. Good thing I charge by the hour. If my sources are right, we don't have any time to waste. Maybe. I got it. You know, Wilson Fisk. Well, he's not at Fisk Tower, which means he's probably holed away in that weird fortress of his. Shh. Oh, you know me. I just love the superhero stuff. Sorry, gang. I've got another lead to follow up on. I'll meet up with you a bit later, but I'll stay in touch just in case, okay?
Oh, did I mention that the ancient ninja temple is guarded by actual ninjas? If not, I probably should have. I'm betting you've noticed this by now, but the Hands ninjas have a tendency to appear out of nowhere. Iron Fist says it's some sort of magic mumbo-jumbo that lets them materialize out of thin air. Whatever it is, they're sneaky little jerks, so watch out. See those searchlights sweeping the rooftop? That means the hand knows we're coming. Stick to the shadows or you'll never make it to the temple. At least, not in one piece.
Watch out!
Way to go, you've been made. Why not just announce you're here? There goes the element of surprise.
Avengers assemble!
Looks like we got a whole new kind of trouble.
Huh. Guess my source was right. While I waited for you to get here, my fellow defenders went ahead inside.
Oh, I'm not. Spandex is my arch nemesis.
But it looks like the temple's on high alert. That's...
Impressive as always, Jess. You gonna tell me how you got through all that without getting caught?
Nope. Gotta keep the mystery in our relationship alive somehow, babe.
I hate to ditch, but I just got an emergency call from a client who pays a lot more than you. Get inside and meet up with the defenders. They'll help you handle it from here. I hope.
More power fluctuations in that region. Try to find the source.
Danny just texted me and told me he'll meet you at the door. Knowing him, you'll probably want to stand back.
As much as I appreciate a timeless weapon like yours, I prefer an immortal one like mine!
That was a good warm-up. The real challenge still lies ahead.
We've got a battle to finish.
Yep.
Hulk has better things to do than smash Kingpin.
Vibranium
Shield
Vibranium slap!
They chose a violent path. They reaped what they sowed.
Ready to take flight.
Certified web warrior at your service.
It's always nice to have a few extra. It was just me and Daredevil. He went... I wish I knew. As you saw earlier, I have a way with doors. Same thing they've been after for centuries. Power. I thought you'd never ask. I've searched the whole room and there are no other doors. Unless we find a way to open this gate, our journey ends here. And who can forget the good old black turtle of the north? This one is the white tiger of the west, a classic. Here's the vermilion bird of the south in all its glory. Here's the vermilion bird of the south in all its glory. I recognize this. It's the azure dragon of the east.
You're welcome to follow me. But watch your step. My radar sense gives me an advantage, letting me sense where their triggers are. Your safest bet is to let me or another teammate who can detect danger lead the way. I hear more coming, like rats scurrying the walls. This time.
We can't stop now. There's no telling what the Kingpin has in store. With everything we've got, don't worry about holding back. Wait, do you hear that? Some sort of chanting. Let's find out.
Whatever evil the hand is invoking can stay in hell. I'll send you there to greet it instead.
It is too late, assassin. The beast is coming. And you shall be its vessel.
Is weak. As I rend it from your bones.
You've been grounded.
She's siphoning power from the hand mystics. If we take them out first, perhaps we can cut off her supply.
Yep.
Attack name.
The hand will pay for what they've done. In blood. Help me if you like. But stand in my way, and I promise that your fate will be the same as theirs. The hand's mystics restored. For the same reason as you. I believe I've already.
I'm ready to present my case.
My chi's attuned, and I'm ready to fight.
You hire me for the job. You get what you pay for. I will not be trapped in this accursed place any longer.
Getting the sense that these walls might not be as solid as they look. Check the secret passages.
There, an exit from this infernal cage.
Let's get moving.
Anyone else use some fresh air?
I am
These weapons could prove quite useful in the right hands.
That was just a warning. Leave now, or learn why they say bullseye never misses.
Nowhere to run.
There's anyone who would know is dead. I'm right at home here in the Kingpin's little museum. After all, I make killing an art. Do me a favor and die already. I have a reputation to maintain.
I object.
You think you won, but you really missed the mark. When the big man gets done with you, you're gonna wish you'd let me put you out of your misery.
Something tells me the Kingpin didn't put his latest acquisition on display. If we want the stone, we'll have to find him first.
Let's get moving.
These have anything to do with those statues we saw earlier?
Don't look at me. Iron Fist.
Here come more of the Crimson Ninjas of West Midtown.
Above the law.
Steel.
There. That's much better feng shui.
I do my best fighting in hallways.
Yeah, but I prefer walls I can use to my advantage, not ones I can kick straight through.
it would have been far easier to just make an appointment. A shame that the only currency your kind seems to understand is power. Fortunately, I recently obtained a surplus. Shall we get down to business?
Whip, whip!
I climbed from the gutters of Hell's Kitchen to the top of the world. Now, with this crystal enhancing my power, this city will belong to Wilson Fisk.
Why'd I even power up my fist for that?
If you won't bow to my demands, I'm afraid you're in for a very hostile takeover.
I am Jack. I'm afraid your deal's been canceled, Fisk. No refunds.
Oh, that's a fancy gem. But it isn't one of ours.
If you don't want it, Quill, I'd be glad to take it off your hands.
If that isn't one of your Infinity Stones, then what the hell is it?
Never seen anything like it before. Some sort of isotopic ore, maybe? But without running a few tests,
We can't waste our time on that. Not when the other stones are still out there.
So, what'd I miss? Yeah, sorry about that. Not every... 1. Something turned up over at the Hellfire Club. I've got Luke on speed dial, so I'll keep you posted. Well, if you change your mind, I know a guy. So, that was my first official ninja temple. That's something, right?
I guess.
Why so glum, chum?
All of this is just so much bigger than us. I mean, I can barely do my own laundry. Stopping cosmic annihilation is a bit outside my comfort zone.
Then, you probably should be glad that you have friends who have done this kind of thing before on your team.
Wait, does that mean we're...
Sure. At least for today. Go ahead. Say it. You know you want to.
Say what?
Avengers Assemble, baby!
You are such a nerd.